It's just an ordinary band, right? Wrong.
School days, dear old golden.
It's the Rock-afire Explosion, and as you can see, it's far from ordinary.
I really didn't know that I had a future with the Rock-afire Explosion in any way whatsoever.
In August of 1980, the world was given the one and only Rock-afire Explosion, and over the course of their 45-year life, June 6, 2026 marked their third ever live, in-person show at the Volo Auto Museum. Now this was one hell of a trip. I may be down a few hundred, but I'm up a few signatures, and that's what counts. So, join me and Pogos in our adventure to Volo, which started with a 4-hour drive from Chicago to Indianapolis. I may live an hour from Volo, but guess who doesn't?
Currently, 5 in the morning. Etchel's a little tired. Can I show your face? Etchel's a little tired. They got about 2 hours because they went and seen the back rooms and then they couldn't sleep. I got some great sleep though. I got 5.5 hours. Might hit the hay.
The second you hit the hay, I'm putting my baby skinning podcast back on.
All right, so where we're gonna stop? We're gonna stop Walmart gas station.
Walmart gas station, and then if we want to stop at the Michael Jackson house, that is an option. It only adds 5 minutes to our ride.
That's spooky. Well, yeah! Holy shit! Holy! Holy! Oh my god!
Oh, hey, we made it. Now, anyone familiar with the Rock-afire Explosion is likely familiar with the name Chris Bauer. Throughout our footage of the day, you'll see him actively dying of heat stroke, but don't worry. We caught him more than a couple times and forced him to publicly endorse Unification Fazbear. That's right, Chris Bauer loves our project and he heavily endorses it, and he says that you should subscribe right now. Anyways, after sitting around in the main lobby for an hour, watching the now working King Cat and the King, as well as the good old little shavers, we were off to the meet and greet, which we pretty understandably couldn't film, but don't worry, I made this super accurate recreation. Now tell me these weren't worth 20 grand. But now at 12:30 p.m., 8 hours after waking up, it was time for the live performance. Now I'm mostly just going to show what we recorded for the next few minutes, but skip to this timestamp if you want to skip most of it.
Hey everybody! Wait, I gotta test my keyboards first.
I had a cold when I recorded this one as a kid, but it sounded kind of cool. Close your eyes and you fall asleep. And it's down to the sound of a heartbeat. I can hear the things that you're dreaming about. When you open up your heart and the truth comes out. Hey, Mr. Bassman, I think you're really something. Hey, Mr. Bassman, you keep that music pumping. To you it's easy. When you go 1, 2, 3. That's right. Hey, Mr. Bassman, you're knowing all the songs with a biddy-biddy-boo and a diddy-biddy-boo. Come on, Mr. Bassman.
so you're driving me crazy. Work it up. A little bit of soul. Oh, I can do the groove. Do the groove. Oh, I can do the twist. Do the twist. I say now tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. You like it like this? You like it like this? Tell me. Tell me. Do you love me? Do you love me?
Little monkeys jumping on a bed. One fell off and bumped its head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
That's my granddaughter.
After this trip, I think I learned a lot. The Rockafire Explosion is more than just a robo band. Look at the community they bring in. This isn't something that just happens. And this isn't just a random group of people. These are people that can all get along because of this ragtag group of animals from the mind of a one-of-a-kind technical innovator. Aaron never knew there'd be more for these guys when they were phased out. The Rockafire went from dead in the water to the raft that thousands of fans stand on to celebrate them. This band means more to some people than you or I could ever imagine. There's some kids out there that could recite not every song word for word, but every piece of banter, every individual line these guys have said over the past 45 years. Truthfully, I think it's safe to say that the Rockafire Explosion, while not as mainstream as Chuck E. Cheese, has surpassed them in the most important way: community. Not just in crowds, but in spirit, in love, and in joy. The Rockafire Explosion takes the cake, and Aaron is sharing it with us. And yeah, after posting racist hate speech and saying which videos of children being bombed he likes most, Aaron isn't perfect. There isn't a but. You really don't come back from that, actually.
Have a happy birthday. Birthday, birthday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're having a birthday party. Today is a special one. And having a birthday party.
For me, the Rockafire Explosion is a lot more than animatronics. I really love how the animatronics function and how they work and all of their designs. Their designs really fascinate me. I love the sets. I love the arguments about concept unification and the retrofitting and just everything that happened with it. I loved, when I first found out about the Rockafire Explosion, I sent videos to my friends yapping for I think like about an hour about how everything happened and what my opinions are on everything. I had so much fun researching everything, and it's just given me a sense of like happiness with how everything functions and everything. But it's also given me a sense of creativity. I've always been a very creative person, but now I'm able to make stuff the ways that I've never made stuff before. I've altered this shirt to be Minty Mozzarella, and I made this from scratch, I made these from scratch, and I dyed these, you know what I mean? And the best part of all, I made this Beach Bear backpack, and I had Rick Bailey sign it himself. I normally do things with patterns, but with this, I started with a base pattern, and then I made everything else myself. I've never made anything this complex before, and I'm so happy the Rockafire Explosion was the reason that I got to do it. And the best part now is I'm making these for other people as well. I'm making one for the voice actor of Duperoo right now. So it's such an honor to be a part of this entirely, and I get to make like fun drawings. I don't normally draw that much, but I get to make stuff, and I had all the voice actors sign them and everything. It was so cool. It was so cool. So yeah, the Rockafire Explosion is a lot more than just animatronics and a background and just history and knowledge. It's a sense of creativity and freedom for me. And the community is so nice. I've started my own account on Instagram like a month ago called Rockafire Crafting. Everyone's been so kind to me, and I've met so many fun people and talking to everyone online. It's such a nice community to be a part of, and it's so small and personal that I love it. I love it so much. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Very basic question.
Excellent.
Why do you love the Rockafire?
Man, why do I love the Rockafire? Because showbiz was the greatest place I ever went to when I was a kid. Rockafire Explosion was the first thing I ran to. Fats. I had to go see Fats as soon as I got to showbiz. And my sister ran to the arcade, I would run to the showroom, and I didn't even know till I was an adult that it was because she was terrified of the animatronics. So yeah, I've always loved the animatronics, and then of course you grow older, you kind of just move on and forget about it. And I had no idea until I walked into Billy Bob's Wonderland in 2020, and I was just smacked in the face with nostalgia. There was a Rock-afire Explosion, and I've been hooked ever since. So yeah, it's my favorite thing.
And I might be a little stupid to ask if you just answered, but who's your favorite of the
Fats? There's Fats, followed by Billy Bob. Those are my two guys, but Fats is my number one. He's the coolest ever.
Okay.
Aaron Fechter wants to do a push-up contest. Who's in? I'll tell you who's not in. Me.
And third and final question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Rock-afire original song?
Oh, Guitar Zan. Guitar Zan? Yeah, it was Guitar Zan.
That's a good one.
One of my favorites growing up. I've always loved it as an adult hearing it. Yeah, so Guitar Zan was definitely my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, my new favorite is You Can't Touch This. They debuted it a couple years ago at Volocon, and it's been my absolute jam. I love that singing You Can't Touch This. It's so good.
The Rockafire Explosion is very much meaningful to me. I mean, it started off as just another one of my many phases that I've had growing up, but I feel like this one has really, shaped my life into what it is now in the most positive way possible. Definitely up there with my love for puppetry and the Muppets and Jim Henson. Comparing the two, it's basically, I can't help but just appreciate all the love that goes into creating artificial life forms in the form of animated puppetry or animatronics. As far as collection goes, personally for me, I'm going for a Chuck E. Cheese 3-stage. And a lot of people understandably say, like, oh, this guy's doing it because he doesn't like the Rock-afire, he prefers Chuck E. Cheese. And I mean, that's just not the case at all. I'm doing this for the Rock-afire because the whole concept unification part of its history is very, very crucially important. I mean, essentially, when Showbiz Pizza Time parted ways with creative engineering, they didn't want to just completely replace the animatronics. They wanted to keep them in a sense, but, just find their ways to be able to somewhat preserve them. At the end of the day, especially with me deciding to give these characters latex masks, I'm keeping another part of Dave Thomas's history alive. That's why this project means so much to me. And to prove how much I really do love the Rock-afire, I'm also helping my friend Anthony up in Iowa restore some of the oldest surviving Rock-afire bots that he saved from the West Des Moines, Iowa Chuck E. Cheese / Showbiz Pizza place. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not about collections. It's not about what I have or what somebody else has, or what I have that people don't have, or whose collection is better, or who worked hard for this, who got this handed to them, yada, yada, yada. What really matters to me the most is how much people have been brought together by this Volo convention. Especially being a musician, specifically a pianist of 19 years, it was absolutely amazing to be able to see other musicians that have, a history of how long they've been performing and what are the experiences that we've been able to share together. And especially one of the things that I'm really hoping to get out of it is to be able to move further in my music career. I only have 1 year of college left as of this recording, and, getting to meet people like Shooter Jennings and Aaron Fechter and stuff like that, I feel that if it ever becomes more than just a meetup and I get to, be in contact with them and ever get to work with them, I mean, I feel like that could really get me on a much further path in my music career.
To me, at least, the Rockafire Explosion are perhaps the greatest music group to have ever existed. From the songs they perform all the way to each characters and their own unique performance and personality, there's just something magical about the band that very few animatronic shows could never really capture. Any songs they touch, it just automatically turns to pure musical gold. I feel like some of the songs they cover are even better than the original songs. Alongside the brilliant engineering work of Aaron Fechter and creative engineering and the voice actors whose talents truly brought all these characters to life. I'll even go as far to place the Rock-afire Explosion status next to other performers like Michael Jackson and Beatles.
What does the Rockafire mean to me? Rockafire means community to me. I mean, while at Volo, I clearly seen the community it's garnered, years and years after its creation and its foundational moments, but it still found a way to grow a community. I feel like every time I watch Chris Bauer's videos or or people, exploring each other's collections of animatronics with the Rockafire. I feel like they are all it's a very tight knit sort of thing, It kind of it's very connected, and it has such a just strong community between person A and person B. They'll have connections to person C. Person C will have connection to person Q, and it just goes on and goes on. So to me, if I were to put it in one word, community.